It looks like I've been eating chocolate. Somehow smudged, I've made it. I don't know where this video is going to end up because I think I have said already, I don't want to like ordinary just like, what am I doing today kind of videos. Can you tell I'm really fucking exhausted? It's very hot outside, you see the blue, and I'm about to go outside because I have things to post. One is an online order, like my business. Somebody bought a picture, some hair clips and a keychain. I've been making these sort of like colour ones, and she got some and I decided to get some as well. Here's the ones I've made already. I really love them. Kind of like pastel, just like very cute. Not just like how I was doing it when I first started, which was just like one colour and imaginative. But I'm gonna make a bunch. I have my very first market this Saturday and I'm really nervous. Oh yeah, and the other two things are vintage parcels. My boyfriend has loads of clothes and has just like never gotten around to selling them. So I offered ages ago, like, bro, I'm literally at home all the time, like I can just do it. And then he actually asked me. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, I think I'm like prepared for this market. I have like, actually today I packed everything up ready. Like, I've had the table out for ages with just how I want it to be displayed, although like the actual display it will be now will be slightly different just because I actually have little peg kind of things to clips to clip the signage, the signs and things. I also need to know if I've got any like string or anything, so I'm gonna try and like, I don't know, maybe I'll just have to bring my stapler with me. I don't know, I like don't know how to like make a sign to say Flossy PNG. I have like an A4 piece of paper, like the same that I use at the place I vendor at. I actually don't know whether to invest in a sign. Like, is it, like, how often do you like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but like I'm not really searching for the name of the things, which is bad for me to say as somebody who has their own business, but like you just don't ordinarily. At least I don't. Maybe I'm just not, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just like a bad person, I don't know. I can never tell if I like this top because it's just like, it's a weird shape, isn't it? I wear this all the time. I don't know why I've just like observed this right now. It's so hot. I'm gonna have lunch, but the kitchen is occupied. So I was just like, well, I guess I'll go and post stuff now, which I've got a post with Every, which is my thing, and then one of my boyfriend's clothes. And then I need to go to an in-post locker, which is just a little bit further. I've got to cross like a busy road and I've not crossed it on my own before, and I'm just like, when I'm out and about and stuff like that, I kind of like become less observant, I think, because I get a bit like anxious, so like shit goes over my head, or like I'll accidentally walk in front of like on the road a little bit too early, and I do obviously, I've never got run over, touch wood, but like I fear like that could really genuinely happen because I will just, yeah, I don't know, I get scared. Yeah, I'm gonna go post these. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. It's really fucking hot. I can't actually be bothered. I'm gonna go. Hi, it's been hours since I last recorded, and I was going to record freshly back from me posting those things, but I was actually just way too angry because I got harassed. Wolf whistled. Like, I was 5 minutes away from my house, broad daylight, with no makeup. My hair is like this. Bruh, if you didn't know me, I have the hairiest of armpits and the hairiest of legs, so I do not appeal to the straight white man. I actually didn't know if this person was straight or even a white man. I didn't even get to see because they drove behind me. Which, also, for any fuck-ass person being like, well, what were you wearing? I was wearing fucking jorts. Nothing. Jorts and this top. This is like a crop vest top. So you can see my fucking back, which I know I have a sick fucking back tat, but actually, die. I've been too angry about it since. I came home, made noodles, ate them, and just made loads of button hair clips just to calm myself down. And watched Doctor Who, of course. But ever since, I know in the scale of horrible things men can do, it is on the lower end. Actually, no, there are so many other things that men could do that they could just smell bad. But you know what I mean. In terms of harassment and stuff like that, it's minor. It doesn't take away from the fact that it actually is just the most disgusting thing ever. It's so gross, and it's made me so angry ever since. I have just won a giveaway though. I did actually know I was gonna win kind of before, but so I will be getting my hair done again, but I was my hair already was for me to stick my 2 fingers up at beauty standards, which obviously created by men. And I do try and be unappealing to a man every day. I am with a man, by the way, a very nice one, who isn't gross. Again, I am also aware not all men, but shut the fuck up. Not all men are nice either, so why can't it work both ways when people go, not all men are horrible. Not all men are nice though, so can we use it in that term of phrase actually? But I felt very shit about it ever since. I literally, when it happened, I straight away texted my boyfriend to tell him it happened. And I also said to him, I'm the thoughts you have in your head, they are subconscious, or at least it is for me. They are subconscious thoughts that will conclude that your brain thinks it's your fault. I'm very aware that it's not my fault. It could never be. But your brain will go to what about my outfit made that happen? I'm wearing jorts. Maybe it's my back hat. Maybe I just don't really know the strength of my physique. Maybe I just actually look quite you start just thinking what have I done for that person to do that? And even though I know that, but it's a weird subconscious thing that gets whispered to you as you're a child, even that the way you look as a woman is to be admired by a man, and any form of admiration from a man is something you want to achieve. So if you don't achieve it, something wrong. I grew up as a teenager who didn't get any male attention until I was an older teenager. So in school I never got any attention really, and I always put it down to the fact that there was something wrong with me. But really, it's just teenage boys in a misogynistic world also that only like girls' boobs. So sorry I'm lacking in that department, but also go fuck yourself. I'm perfectly happy with the way I look. But you just are like that. And even as a child, just to be pretty and just so much bullshit, and things like these, things like this, really just make me think about all those things. It makes me really fucking angry. It makes me really, really angry. It makes me never. I hardly ever walk on my own. I will go to the corner shop, which is literally over the road, and I'll go to town. There's so many people about. Doing that little walk to the garden, I've never done on my own, and I know that I won't want to do that anymore. I just know, even if I'm oh, I might be silly, I just know I don't want to do that anymore. I will only go with my boyfriend, which again, that makes me angry. I don't want to have to rely on him. There's nothing against him, but it just makes me angry. Why, just because I have a man with me, it's going to prevent it? It just will. It will never happen in front of him. It just makes me angry. It just kind of inspired me to make some female rage art, and I haven't got any ideas for July's postcards, so maybe it'll be that. But I'm not very good at creating art about a topic. If you can't tell, my art isn't really one certain thing. It's kind of up for interpretation. Fuck disgusting men. I did my very first market. Very cool. And I'm just gonna go over like how it was and what I sold and things. So the market was pretty. It was localish to me. It's a town called Stamford. I'd only ever been there once before in my life, and to me, it's quite posh. It wasn't too far. I've literally known about it for ages. I think like probably even videos ago, I was talking about me prepping. I was prepping really fucking early. I think because it's my first one, I didn't know how long I'd need, so I was just like, well, the earlier the better. So yeah. So excuse how I look. I'm on day 2 of my period, and for some reason this month it's been killing me. I just couldn't do anything yesterday. I have 5 orders to do, so this is going to be quick. I am not sitting here for half an hour to an hour yapping. This is editing, Emily. I was there half an hour to an hour yapping, so I'm editing it now. So yeah, it was an all day thing. It ran from like 10 until 4, but we got there at 8. But people started coming before 10 anyway. People started just popping along while everybody was setting up, and then even like before, like I set up pretty quick. I didn't really record much of the day other than just my table, which you would have seen. I honestly went in really blind and didn't think I'd sell anything. In my head, like this was just going to be like a learning experience for me to see what it's like to have a market and sell my stuff in person. Because I do have there is a shop I have my stuff at, but I'm not there in person. Like it just sells and other people are there, thank God, because like I just don't know if I could do that. I've been offered it, but I've declined because I've just always been so scared to do it. But I've always wanted to do a market, and this one wasn't too far, and yeah, when I actually was like, I was really worked up about it beforehand. Like, I don't know if you're not autistic, you might not know what this means, but I had like a shutdown before, like the week or 2 before, just like panicked about it. I just didn't know what to do with my brain and the thoughts. So I was very stressed, to say the least, about doing this. And when I was there, I was actually fine. Anxiety wasn't too bad. There was a bit of a point where I got quite anxious. I don't really know why. It just kind of just like happens sometimes. But most of the customers, like my first customer was just this girl, and she just like wanted to buy one thing. I was just like, either she follows me and just wanted to be nice, or she just really wanted this one sticker. But either way, it was really sweet. And I think it was like an hour in, and I was like, oh my god, I made my first sale. It was like £2.50. I was like, ah. I was just really excited, and then I just kept getting more, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" I didn't go. I didn't like sell loads, can I just say? But for my first market, is nuts. But the thing is, to me, the amount of money that I made, and I am going to disclose, and in with all my business, I never disclose how much I make or anything. But this is a market, and like I think a lot of artists won't do markets because like they think their stuff won't sell, or like it's quite scary. It's quite scary. A lot of us artists are really introverted or neurodivergent or whatever, so it was really out of our comfort zone. This market was actually like a food and makers market, so I think there probably was like 2 other artists. So I didn't like interact with really anyone other than one person, and she was really nice, and she sells crochet, and I brought a little pigeon. He's called Pom Pom, and he's just so cute, and I love him. And I actually think it just got me through the whole day because he's quite squidgy, so I kind of just like squidged him. But yeah, I think only really other person. There was really cool people there. Like there was somebody who did like taxidermy bugs. I was like, this is perfect, but I can't afford it. I could not afford it. But if I could, I would have bought something. I had most of my customers. All of my customers were women or girls, mainly girls, because yeah, a lot of my customers were kids, which was like I was surprised because I guess all my online orders aren't, because like kids aren't really online, I hope. And obviously I don't know who's buying my stuff in the shop that I vendor at, so that's why I was surprised, I guess. But also like not like, of course kids like stickers, do you know what I mean? I'll get onto what I sold then. I'm shocked and not shocked. Okay, so the most sold like category is stickers. I sold both my sticker packs. I sold 2 of the Bug Lover ones and then 1 of the Whimsy ones. Then out of 4 of the sticker packs, I sold 2 different ones. I sold 2 of the Animals in Love one and 1 of the mini slogans, which is like my newest one. And as for the individual ones, I sold a beetle sticker, a dragonfly sticker, a ladybug sticker, 4 love rat stickers. I get really shocked that people like that because like in my personal life, I think maybe it's because I don't really have like many friends, and the people I'm surrounded by are like parents, like my boyfriend's parents or my parents or grandparents, and they're like rats. So in my personal bubble, I don't know if like normal people like this. That is not me trying to like be like normal people are boring or whatever. Or, like I'm just saying like I'm aware that rats are like hated on. That's why I love them. You gotta hate the things that people love, because who else are gonna love them? Do you know what I mean? And 2 of my pigeon stickers. You know what? So many people came over to the table with seeing something pigeon related first. Because I'm like, oh my god, pigeons! I'll be the first thing to say, even though like that wasn't the most sold thing, but it was something that people got drawn to my table over. So I need to keep that in mind, and probably I'm gonna make more pigeon stuff that are different. Because really, I've just got these 2 pigeons that together, and I've just been reusing that design in different ways. So one sparkly deer, that's the standing one, then one strawberry sticker and one tooth fairy sticker. So pretty good. Yeah, I saw quite a few stickers, which is really really cool. Like really really cool. I guess I'll go into the accessories. I don't know if that's any better. So for accessories, when I say accessories, I mean like keychains, badges, and the button hair clips. So I sold a deer badge, a ladybug badge, a swag badge, and a whimsy maxing badge. And then I sold 3 hair clips. And then again, with the keychains, I never wrote down specifically which keychain sold, but I sold 2 with gems and 2 without gems. I'm pretty sure I saw one of the gems ones was a beetle one, and there was an I Love Bugs one. Those ones I don't really keep tabs on for some reason. I sold 2 prints. I sold an A5 purple flower one, and then a square bunny one. That's everything I sold, and I made a grand total of £121 and 31p. That is really, really good. Like, I'm really proud of myself for that. I like, genuinely, not even in like a, oh, I thought I'd do really bad kind of way. Like, I genuinely thought I wouldn't sell anything, and I was kind of okay with that. I say that, but like, of course, you want to make a sale. But I was just like more than happy just to take part. But like, once I started like making sales, I was like, okay, my goal is to make back what I paid, but only what I paid like to do the market, not like all the equipment, because obviously like I've never done one before, so I had to buy a gazebo and a table, but I didn't add that into the sum. The market cost £60, so I made back my market fee. So I was more than happy with that. Thing is, I say the only reason like I didn't have that goal in the beginning is because like I really didn't think I'd make any money, but I was like, okay, people are actually buying my things. Well, and I say this, I probably had this goal once I probably had like 4 sales. So I was like, okay, people are buying it. But yeah, it all kind of happened around the same time. I think maybe the last hour and a half or 2 hours I didn't make anything, and maybe the first hour I didn't make anything. So like it all happened around more midday-ish. I guess it's like it was quite a sunny day actually. It was really overcast to begin with. I honestly thought it could rain, but it was really windy. And I honestly thought my gazebo was gonna like snap. I didn't think it was gonna fly away because we had so many water bottles weighing it down. But I did think it's gonna snap because it was just, I did hear like just from other people, you shouldn't buy cheap stuff, but I did. Like, sue me for not being able to afford expensive equipment. But I'm telling you this now, you can do it on a budget. All my signs were made from paper, and I got these like clip things. It's the same size that I use in the shop that I vendor at, and so far it's like not doing me any problems. Like, you don't need to buy these acrylic or wooden or metal like signs to say how much you have. Of course, like, it's kind of the end goal, but like when you're starting out, genuinely nobody bats an eyelid or really like is aware. Or of course, like I could tell from all the stalls that were there, I was definitely the one that was in beginning stages, because everyone had their branding, everyone really knew what they were doing. Most people were really relaxed. Like, people, I was really like thinking about how am I supposed to act with these people. Like, I have history in working in hospitality and retail, so like you're taught like to really like interact with customers. But like, when I went and walked around, most if not all of the vendors there were just so chill. Like, they didn't talk to you, so I was like, is this how I'm supposed to be? But maybe it's just because they've done it so much, and like these doing markets are sometimes full-time, people's full-time job. Like, that's all they do is do markets. So I had to kind of bear that in mind. But like, yeah, I didn't really, the only time I took tips was from the woman that did the crochet. She was really, really nice. Like, at the beginning, my table, I think in the video that I recorded, my table is like kind of in the center of my gazebo, but she told me to bring it forward because like it just helps people bring people in. And I kid you not, as soon as she said that and she went away, that's when people came. So that is something I learned, is just to be more like visible, I suppose. Because I was, for some reason, like there was no one next to me, but there was like enough space in between me and the person next to me for there to be another gazebo. And then obviously the rest was like, I did kind of take a video of like what it looked like around me. But yeah, I was in the middle of people, but like there was a space between me and someone else, if that makes sense. So I was kind of like, I was so easily missed because I wasn't like squished into 2 people really. I think what the takeaway I can take from this is to not have so much going on. I have made the decision to not really have my prints as the priority. I think I've prioritized, like, subconsciously, that I want my prints to be the forefront of my brand, if you will. But really, like, stickers should be, or to be honest, stickers kind of do it themselves. Like, they can't, because they are, people buy those the most. I, like, even before I was a business owner and like did sell stuff on the side, I would be known as the sticker lady. So, like, by friends. So I kind of I don't think I think I just didn't like that label, so I was like, no. But like, I think now I know. I think my brand is more like crafty and stuff like that, crafty based, more than art based. Because I think maybe I tried to cling on to that because I'm an artist at heart, so I always want to put my art out there. But really, it just doesn't sell, and I think I just have to like get my head around that and just like be okay with it, because it just doesn't. Like, art prints aren't in demand, but stickers aren't either. But crafty girls are really in right now, so like people do want stickers, are just in and they're popular, and like my badges did pretty well considering I've only just like put them out there. I'm surprised the pigeon one didn't sell, if I'm honest, because everyone always picked it up, but people aren't going to pick up what, like, if you think about when you go shopping, you're not always going to buy what you want, or sometimes you just can't afford it. Some people would go and then they come back. That would happen quite frequently. But yeah, I think next time I will minimalize amount of stuff I have, not just like in categories, but like in quantity of as a whole. Like, I think I just went crazy with the hair buttons because I was like, well, I've got loads, so I might as well just take them to the market. But because like I have no proper stands, I had stands for the stickers and like boxes for like things, but like for like my sticker sheets, the hair clips, the sticker packs, they were just laid out on the table, and I thought in my head gave it a good chance for people just like to rummage, but I think it was just too much. It kind of is too much for someone just to like see you and then like really want to stay at the table. A lot of people would glance, and I think people would glance in confusion a lot of the time. Like, people would like double take and be like, I guess what's that? But like, not enough to come over. But I guess because there's too much going on, maybe like they just couldn't focus on one thing. So I think that's what I need to do next time. It's just to have less stuff. I kind of thought the opposite, like more is better, but I guess less is more. Like, I think you just kind of have to think like that. I really did enjoy myself in the end. For the next 2 days afterwards, though, I was extremely exhausted, like to the point that I don't think I understood how exhausted I was. Like, I did know, but then like I tried and kind of tested it in a way. The day after was a Sunday, and I literally was so tired. I was emotionally exhausted, and my body was so tired. It was really weird. And then randomly in the day, my boyfriend wanted to go on a bike ride, and I kind of got like strung into it because he said that we could go hobbycraft. So I was like, yeah, sure, anything to go hobbycraft. And I felt shit. So I was like, maybe if I got out, maybe I'd feel better. But no, girl, you've got autism. Of course, that's not how it's going to go. We biked for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and I had to stop. I literally thought I was going to pass out, so we didn't bike really any more than that. Reminder to just fucking relax if you need to, and you're not lazy. I think that really is what we get in our heads, especially if we like have a disability. Essentially, I think I forget that me having autism does mean I am disabled, but like, I am not seen like that, and neither do I see myself as that until moments like this happen. And I will always say it to my boyfriend, like, times like this is when I feel disabled. Like, most of the time I don't think I seem it, but it's because most of the time I'm not really doing anything to challenge it. It's like, if you had a broken leg, like, you're fine if you're sat down, but if you try and walk, you can't. Like, I don't test myself socially a lot. I don't go out my comfort zone a lot. Like, I am indoors in my room most of the time, so it's not something that's tested. So when things like this happen, it's like I get shocked every single time. I'm like, I feel literally unwell afterwards. Reminder to be kind to yourself. I need to remind myself to be kind to myself, because I do really beat myself up about it. I've only known that I've had autism for nearly a year. It'll be in August, will be a year. And I still have times of being really frustrated with the reality of who I am. And I have such imposter syndrome a lot, because like, I'm so verbal, like I can speak my mind. But again, it is to a certain extent. That's all really I wanted to say. I had a good time. I did get very exhausted though. I do want to do it again, but it does scare me to do it again because I don't want to be this mentally drained afterwards every single time. I don't know if it's something I'll just get used to, or maybe I was just more mentally strained because of the anticipation of it. I was so anxious as well. But yeah, if anybody watching this was there, thanks for coming. It was really nice to just meet people. It was very cool. I want to do more of these, and I hope this video wasn't boring. Yeah, this is my only form of income, so it's really exciting to know like that is going somewhere. But yeah, very cool, very grateful. I may not seem it But I promise I am. I'm just very tired and my brain is somewhere else. I'll be real. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I don't want to edit this for too long. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting me and just being really nice. I really love everybody who like supports me. And if you ever order from me, please leave a message because you can write little notes. I just really love hearing from whoever buys from me. The 2 orders I have here, 2 of the 5 orders I have here had messages. Yeah, just not, I'm not actually, I won't say what they said, but it's just really nice. It's kind of like a weird, not weird, it's just like a way for me to kind of connect back, I think, because like I guess you can sort of connect to me because I'm like out there, but to me, like, you're an invisible person, like you're just like a ghost. Like I don't know who you are, who's messaging, like who's buying from me. So just have like a little letter. It's just like, oh, like you're real. Like, so yeah, that's all for me. I need to stop yapping now. I literally said it's literally been half an hour. I've literally been recording for half an hour. I literally said I wouldn't. Yeah, hope you're having a good day. Be kind to yourself, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye.